Say I had a $100,000 portfolio. What kind of percentage would you recommend? 20, 30% goes to?
Well, without seeing anything and really talking more in depth with you, it's usually recommended about a 20% portfolio, but we would talk specifically about what your current investment portfolio has, what your goals are, and then what your risk attitude is, how much risk can you tolerate. And those are the kind of things we would go over with you. And then we'd start looking through CTAs, that we've used and filtered through our series of criteria. And it could be, like I said, there's CTAs that invest in all kinds of different things. It could be livestock, it could be metals, it could be a diversification of several different commodities. But it just, we just have to take a look at it and see. But these days, and with the growth of the industry, there is something out there for everyone to help meet their investment goals. It's just a matter of, a little discussion and finding out which is the best.
So you have CTAs that have different minimums, though. I mean, how many people are you working with right now, CTAs? Did you mention?
Well, we monitor all of them.
Right.
We personally, my company works with about 50 of them.
Okay.
Is that we have filtered out and invest with.
How much money are they managing right now?
About 700 million.
And then compared to the industry has grown considerably.
The industry, that's a great point. The industry manages about $230, $240 billion total right now. In fact, the past 10 years, it is the fastest growing industry as far as asset allocation.
I guess if you look at the performance, no wonder money always looks for
that's
return,
right.
So that's where it goes. So it may not be for everyone. I mean, what kind of minimums do you have for your individual CTAs,
Absolutely.
low to high?
Absolutely. You must be financially qualified. And the company, before you invest, would do some due diligence there, work with you. But you're not going to find a lot of CTAs less than $50,000.
Okay. I get a statement every transaction? Do I get a statement every quarter? When do I get a statement on how?
At the very least, you'll get a statement every month.
Okay.
You can set it up to actually receive nightly transmissions if you want to.
Online?
Yeah, and most firms will give you 24-hour access or a window. That's the transparency I was referring to earlier, into your account. So you can monitor it as close as you want to.
What if I have trouble understanding it? Do you help me understand my firm?
Absolutely. Yeah, a good firm, and I like to think of our firm as a good firm, will absolutely hold your hand and help you. And, whether you're monitoring it or not, we will be.
Okay.
And if we don't think, we don't like the way it's working, or we think there's a better allocation for you, we're going to make the recommendation and work with you. And the best part about the CTAs, I should probably mention, is they make money when you make money. In the CTA industry, the standard, a percentage of profit is how they get paid on a quarterly basis. It's a great incentive for the investor to know that for his portfolio manager to make money, he's going to have to succeed.
Right. Right. And how do those fees run, say, compared to,
On average, it's about 20% of your profit.
Any other management fee?
Yeah, there is a management fee for expenses. It's pretty small. It averages about 2% over an annual basis.
We talked about the performance of managed futures as a whole. What else?
Well, I think the most important thing about managed futures is education. We talked about the growth of the industry, and the sole reason for it is education. As people become more educated about this, and realize, oh my gosh, there's something out there that is performing like this, and they realize that there's a place for it for them in their portfolio.
Right.
It's in this day and age, in this investment environment, it's just not that conducive to buying and holding and sitting around like our parents and grandparents did, for instance, back 20, 30 years ago. So, that's what I would recommend is for people to take a look and to educate themselves, find out about it. And there's a lot of firms like our firm that are out there that'll do that for you, no obligation, to help you learn more about it.
Right. Well, that's good to know. Thanks, Pat Lafferty, for coming in from CTG Group, or Capital Trading Group. We appreciate it. For more information on our guests or upcoming shows, search for the Pittsburgh Business Report online at YouTube or Facebook.